We've got several special guests I'm going to recognize, but certainly one of our special guests I invited to come to the podium to say hi to you because we work closely with our College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at North Carolina State, as well as A&T State University. But certainly we're always honored when the Dean of the College of Ag at North Carolina State comes at our convention. I present to you your Dean of the College, a great Dean, a great leader, Dean Rich Linton. Rich?
Well, good morning, everyone. I bring you warm welcome from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at NC State. And I think the good thing is I'm not an elected official, so my remarks will be somewhat shorter. I hope also as interesting and informative. We, this past summer, we had hosted 18 different universities from around the Southeast. Every 18 years, NC State hosts this event to be able to bring all the deans from the different universities and all the leaders from 18 different places around the Southeast to be able to bring everyone together to talk about the future of agriculture. And I had just been on the edge of my 5-year review, so I had a story to tell about the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and what's going on in the state of North Carolina. We absolutely walked away from that meeting, I believe, being the envy of the Southeast with all the great things that are going on in North Carolina. And I was asked, why are great things happening here where other states in the Southeast are struggling? It's the relationships. It's the relationships that we have with North Carolina Farm Bureau, with the Commissioner of Agriculture, with the Grange, with all the different commodity groups that help support the interests of North Carolinians each and every day. You know, the only question I asked when I took this job 5.5 years ago to my chancellor was, tell me about the president of Farm Bureau and the Commissioner of Agriculture. Are they good people, and are they people that will want to work with NC State? I said, if the answer is yes and yes, I'm coming. If the answer is no to either one of those, I have no interest in being here. We greatly value the leadership that we have in the state of North Carolina and the partnerships that we have all across the state. From NC State's perspective, this could not be a better time for the college. We're at a very exciting time from a research perspective. If you look at 5 years ago versus today, we've grown from $52 million to $112 million a year in competitive research. So we've more than doubled the output of research in just the last 5 years. From a philanthropy standpoint, we've gone from about $16 million a year to averaging over $60 million a year. And last year, the college was very fortunate to bring in $84 million to support our programs. Our undergraduate students are up as well. We're now at 2,400 students in the traditional 4-year degree program, an all-time high in the Ag Institute program at 380 students and 1,009 graduate students. We have grown in the last 5 years from 14th in the country to graduate students to 3rd, right behind UC Davis and Cornell, which are the ones that we thought were untouchable. Well, look out. We're right on your backside, and we're ready to match them up as well. From a student perspective, we've also been working very, very hard at getting students into the College of Agriculture and Life Science in a very difficult and a very competitive environment. And my new Associate Dean of Academic Programs, his name is John Dole, has done a tremendous job of developing alternative programs in order to assure that students can get into NC State and get the 4-year degree that they desire. Sometimes that's a partnership with our community college system. Sometimes that's a partnership with our 2-year Ag Institute program. Sometimes that's getting admitted into the spring or the new nominated student program that we have. We're very, very proud, and this year we brought 110 students in that would otherwise not have been accepted into the college just a couple of years ago. From a facility standpoint, I think you all know that there is a plant science building that's on the horizon. We'll be very proud of this building. This will be the premier building in the world to be able to study plant sciences from a research perspective, but also in order to be able to produce the important outreach to our stakeholders in the state of North Carolina and to be able to educate our students in moving forward. Everything's online and in line and on time. We're working with the architect. The final drawings were completed last week. We should groundbreak probably in the next 10 to 12 months, and we'll schedule it for completion in August of 2021. but we're actually about four months ahead of schedule, and I plan in the spring of 2021, I hope that you will all come and visit us as we open the doors to this plant science facility that we've worked so hard in the last couple of years to achieve. We also, as the Commissioner mentioned, we're working on food manufacturing, a new initiative in the state to be able to help grow jobs. Some 38,000 jobs have been estimated, an additional 10 billion added to our economy by taking raw ingredients and creating value-added goods, whether that's a canned food product, a refrigerated food, or a frozen food product. And we've developed a partnership with the North Carolina Department of Agriculture, the Department of Commerce, the Lieutenant Governor's Office, and NC State, as well as the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina, to work together to be able to recruit this new agricultural industry and support them from a regulatory perspective, and also support them from a research and education perspective. The new Food Processing Innovation Center that the Commissioner had mentioned will be built in Kannapolis, North Carolina, and this new innovation center is probably about 12 to 14 months away. And the idea there is we'll be there to be able to help support the small entrepreneur, as well as to work with big companies like Nestle and ConAgra and Cargill. We will also have the opportunity, Larry, to be able to serve ice cream at a new creamery at the NC State campus on Lake Wheeler Road, right adjacent to the Dairy Museum and the Milking Parlor. Expect us to have a creamery and education center on Lake Wheeler Road. That project is also probably about 12 to 14 months away. From an outreach perspective, I hope that most of you have had an opportunity to meet my new Associate Dean of Extension, Rich Bonanno. He will be here this evening at the Ice Cream Social, so if you've not had a chance to meet him, please look for me, and Rich Bonanno will probably be with me tonight at the Ice Cream Social. He's exactly what NC State needed and exactly what the state of North Carolina needed from a perspective of bringing everything together from a university perspective and a stakeholder's perspective. He's been farming for the last 25 years. He understands what's in the mind of a farmer each and every day, and he's able to help bring everybody together on important issues. So again, I thank you for your leadership. I thank you for your partnership. And everyone put their fingers together like this and say, "Go Pack, go Pack."